I think that was like in public school, that was a thing that they made the kids write
Oh,
every day in every way, and getting better and better. So I wonder if, did you hear from the other Diane?
I sent her a link,
Oh, good.
but I just sent it about 15 minutes ago.
She'll find it. She'll find it. It's all good. Making sure, I'm going to go make sure we're on Facebook too. Whoops.
I didn't find it in the regular place. I found it on events this time. It's a little bit of a challenge.
Well, we might as well make it challenging for you.
Yeah, I don't want to stop thinking or anything.
Right. And I was looking at my calendar. I actually fly home on Tuesday, so I will be here next week.
Oh,
No.
and you get to do a wedding too.
No missing of any flows. We're doing a wedding. We're doing lots of family events, and there's lots of family in LA. So I think we have 3 things we have to go to. Look, I got a new little, got my nails done and everything. You know, my husband asked me what color it was, and I was looking at it. I'm like, oh my God, I think it's pumpkin spice.
Oh, here comes Diane.
Yay! Sharing. I'm sharing it out into the world. Pumpkin spice fingernails.
So
Good
yesterday afternoon, we just sat down for dinner, and we got an alert from our camera that we had a big moose, a huge one, and 3 cows.
Whoa!
On our front patio.
He has his harem.
Yeah. They stayed around for about an hour. Oh, just hanging around.
That's cool.
You have a big family.
Yeah.
Colin.
Getting bigger every day. As long as, how many wives does he want?
3 wives. I think 3 is plenty, isn't it? I mean,
yeah,
more than 3 is would be hard to manage.
If there is,
some people will say 1 is enough to manage.
3 times 2, 6 would be 6 babies. They would have 2 each.
Good morning, T. How many babies do they usually have?
1 or 2.
1 or 2. Yeah, that's a lot of babies. It's a lot of mooses.
Yeah.
So it's Random Acts of Poetry Day. It's Random Acts of Poetry Day. And nice. I guess you just start waxing lyrical as you walk around. Or maybe you put up random poetics on the posts for people to see.
I don't know why I think always
roses are red, violets are blue.
And then we have to put whatever you want at the end of that.
Yeah, right. Then there's many inventions after that. Yeah. So
could be funny.
Could be, Now there's lots of food holidays today.
Yeah.
It's National Kale Day.
Kale?
Kale.
Kale is good for you.
Kale is good for you. I hear lots of jokes about, kale being a terrible thing. But there are ways you can make kale good, friends. You just got to massage it.
You have they say massage. I scrunch it up and then I cut it and I put it in my salad.
Right?
I like that.
It's National Pumpkin Seed Day.
Oh, yeah, that I like.
Right? And they're good for you. Pepitas are good for you. Mm-hmm. It's National Taco Day.
Yeah, I saw that.
If you just sprinkle a little kale on your taco, it makes it healthy, right?
Yeah.
Okay, how about this? National Cinnamon Roll Day.
I'm all for it. Yep.
Yeah. Why do you think Cinnabon, the store, I don't know if everybody has a Cinnabon, the Cinnabon stores vent their baking smells outside their front door.
Oh, yeah.
So you're walking by, you're like,
So true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's like if you sell a house, they suggest baking bread or cookies or
Right.
something ahead of time before
Yeah.
your
Yum.
house
Yum.
showing.
Cinnamon is
Smart.
like bacon. Yeah.
It's also
No.
vodka day.
Vodka?
Vodka.
Nah,
Eh.
Yeah, I'm not a drinker.
me neither.
Random
They
poetry.
said during the COVID it could be used to sanitize.
Yes. Well, there's a company here that makes gin, I think. They make gin and vodka, like a little local distillery that at the very beginning when they were running out, switched their processing over to make hand
True.
sanitizer. I'm like,
Yep. They did, yeah.
It makes you reevaluate what you're drinking.
Yeah. So true.
How are you feeling?
I'm actually better. I've discovered it's not my chest, it's my sinuses
Uh-huh.
that are making me cough. So neti pot, I don't know if anybody knows how it.
Yeah.
You know, it works, friends. And
I'm scared of that thing.
Why?
Putting water in my nose. I didn't like it when I was playing in the pool, so this is like a trauma.
so I understand because when I get water up my nose teaching kayaking, it can make a peen right here, a spike into the back of my head. But if you get it the right temperature and the right salinity, it doesn't actually do that. And
I know the virtues of that.
the virtues. I know the virtues of, you know.
They say, well, some of the people. I have a cousin. She went to India and she in the 70s and she brought that back and she was ahead of those things. And now today we're more aware of that.
There are many virtues, and we know about them, but we don't always do them.
Right.
You can still enjoy 78 more days of autumn, and look at this weather. Look at this weather. It's more like summer.
Yep. Yeah. Like I said last week, today should be.
I didn't believe you when you told us, you know.
No, it was hard to believe.
I know.
But today they say it's going to be. I'll put it in Fahrenheit.
C is okay.
It was supposed to be 81, but it's going to be 79.
So in LA,
degrees less.
So in LA, it's going to be 35 Celsius.
But they're still thinking tomorrow it's going to be 81, so we still have one more day of that.
Enjoy it because there's
6 today.
There's 167 days till spring.
Oh, that's not long.
Yeah,
we can do that.
You can totally do it. It'll be gone like nobody's business, right?
Right. Yeah, we'll be
and
there.
I have a random act of poetry for you before we start. Because I was trying to find a short random act of poetry. Because one year on Poetry Day, I read a long poem. But this is a short one.
Okay.
And you've probably heard it. But I really like it. There is freedom waiting for you on the breezes of the sky. And you ask, what if I fall? Oh, but my darling, what if you fly?
Oh, that's a nice one.
That's by Aaron Hansen.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron Hansen.
There's the Japanese haiku.
Haikus.
Yeah.
In grade 6, I wrote an entire book of haiku.
Ooh.
Yes, they said you had to write, I can't remember how many we had to write. And I just got on a roll and I wrote entire one of those journal books, like the little.
Wow.
I know.
You were on a roll.
I was just writing about everything that I saw.
Leaves, sun, wind.
Right?
Anything.
When you're that age. What are we going to do today? Thank you, T. She's giving me a bravo.
Yeah.
I think we can still do that even at our age. I'm a lot older than grade 6.
Yeah.
Depends on where you started counting. I'm in grade 6 of coaching, maybe. Haiku Heather. Yes, I'm Haiku Heather. So what are we going to do?
Okay. Today, last week we didn't do the ego, the Was it the eagle, the twisting thing?
You must be psychic, Diane, because
You did it yesterday.
that's okay. I'm going to write down an eagle.
There's something about yesterday that I always
She channels yesterday. What did I do yesterday?
not even aware that was still
Windmill, yeah!
Yeah,
Let's do a windmill. Thinking of windmill, I'm going to turn on my fan
windmill.
because it's hot. And I can have a little wind. Okay, what else?
And since we're still summer, we'll do a cactus.
Cactus?
Yeah.
Cactus.
And an owl.
And an owl. Did owl yesterday too.
Yeah.
I actually taught 2 classes yesterday, one in the morning and one in the evening.
You're bound to do all the moves.
I'm bound to pull out everything I can think of.
And you do a swimming thing.
Swimming,
Yeah.
parting the clouds,
Yes,
warrior 3,
yeah. Together.
all together now.
All together now.
Okay, are you ready?
And we need a moose.
And we need a moose.
That
Yeah, we need a moose.
You need the double
We'll do the moose. Okay.
deer or moose like.
We'll call it a moose today. We'll make bigger antlers. Ready?
Yes.
Okay. Gonna mute the Zoomers. I think, yep, there we go. I'll turn on our background sound, our music, and we'll flow. Here we go. There we go. Find your spot. It is definitely warm for October. Put your feet on the floor. Give your toes a little wiggle. Or you can sit, right? Take a breath in. Let your arms drift up to the side. Give yourself a stretch and wiggle your fingers. And then, you just let it go. So if you just woke up, you got to make sure you get yourself moving a little bit. Breathe in, stretch out, unkink all your parts, stretch, and then you let it go. Palms up. Lift some chi energy up. Can you feel that chi already? Gather it in. Give it a hug. And melt it down. Relax. Yes. Breathe in. Float up. Light as air. Scoop up some good chi love. And then a little sigh, a little sink. One more time, sinking the chi. Breathe in. Float up. Gather all that goodness in. Make it soft as you relax and sink. And then, maybe if you're not there, you take one foot out a little bit and you open the door. The hands float up. And then sink. Yeah. You breathe in as you drift a little higher. On a breeze, a warm October breeze. Breathe in one more time. Float up. And melt. And then let's go to the desert. Up, up, up. Open your fingers in cactus. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Arch your back. And then tuck into a little ball. Reach your arms down. Maybe you slide down the back of your legs. Maybe you can reach your feet. And you float up. Open fingers. Squeeze shoulder blades. Arch the back. And then lift up on the belly. Tuck into a little ball. Slide your hands down the back. Tuck a little deeper. Sweep up. One more time. Open. It's like, good morning, sunshine. Tuck into a little ball. Curl, curl, curl. Tuck, tuck, tuck. Slide. And melt. So, chi hula. One giant moose and a few of his harem, his wives, hanging out on Diane's front deck. Float. Relax. Over here, pop out those big moose antlers. Float that foot out. Lunge into it. Make your back leg strong. Strengthen your waist and turn. Look back. And then breathe in. Come over, sink all your weight into this leg back here. And then step back. And then you float. Side to side. The moose looks behind. Pop out your antlers, stretch out your fingers, float your foot out, lunge into it, get a little taller and turn and look with your eyeballs too around the corner. Look, 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 look. Breathe in, drift up. Melt yourself back and float side to side. We got to do a couple more because there was a lot of moose, right? There was a whole herd practically. How many do you need for a herd? Pop at your antlers. Flow out. Feel long and strong and then turn, 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 turn. Point that top pinky back. Look with your eyes. And breathe in, drift. Let your shoulders melt down. Float back. One more time to even things out. We don't want any crooked moose, right? Over here, antlers, chi rock star, stretch out your fingers, float it out, land, lengthen, turn, 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 turn. Breathe in, up you go. Sink back, feet side by each. Lift chi bubbles up to the side. Turn your hands over and see if you can feel all that good energy. Yes. Just because you can't feel it doesn't mean it's not there. Breathe in. Sometimes I can't feel it. Gather it in. Sink down. Open the door. Breathe in. Breathe out. Float up and drift open. This hand's going to scoop in. Over here, let's brush open a little curtain. Just a little slide. The bottom hand's going to float up and meet its friend. And you just slide down. Toss away, gently, fold in and press. Hands separate, drift down. Let him go and turn around this time. Turn all the way around. Palm to palm, a little push. A little half a step in, hands drop. Tap this heel, hand over the foot, hand over the knee. Play the peepaw. Step, step, light as air. A little right there. One more time. Swirl it around, twirl it around, tap the heel, play the peepaw. This hand goes back. Grab onto the moon. Toss one frisbee out. The bottom hand meets its friend. Float up, pull in, and a push. And around the corner. Yeehaw, slide. Take a breath. If you forgot, I forgot to tell you the rules. Pierce the clouds. So palms face. So you got to breathe. And don't do anything that hurts. Pierce the clouds. And maybe you lift your back foot a little bit. Just a little experiment. And then sweep. And if you feel like a warrior 3, lift up your belly, make your legs strong, stretch forward, stretch parallel-ish, reach forward, reach back. And then slide it down, pull it in. And a press. Slide both hands across the sky. Make a little hook. Lift a little knee. A little kick if you're in the mood. And a little high five. One loop. Breathe in. Breathe out. That bottom hand floats across. You grab onto a big old cloud. Soft as anything, you just drift across the sky. Switch in the corner. Take a breath. And float. This hand is going to come all the way down and through. Step in and grab onto the moon. Step out, brush the curtain open. Bottom hand floats up. There's our little bird friend. You float it down, grasping bird's tail. Not too tight. Let him go. Let him go. Fold in. Press. Float down. We're going to turn around. All the way around. This hand still folds in. Take a breath. Push. Half a step in. Let your hands drop. Tap this heel. Hand over the foot. Hand over the knee. Little relax. Step and swirl. Just conduct that peepaw orchestra. Tap your heel. One more time. Turn it around. Play the peepaw. This hand goes back. There's your moon. Toss a frisbee. Step out. The bottom hand floats up. A regular pull. A regular push. Both hands slide across the sky. Yahoo! Relax. Take a breath. Pierce the clouds. So it's like breaststroke. You pierce the clouds. Then you sweep them out of the way. And then, if you want, you pierce and maybe a little test run. You just lift that foot a little bit. Just trying it out. Make sure you lift up on your abs, right? Strong legs, strong abs. If you feel like a warrior 3, stretch forward, stretch back, parallel-ish to the floor. And then you come on and float down. A little press. Whew. Both hands slide. Yahoo! Hands drop. A little hook. A knee. You feel like a kick? Is it too early to kick? Step out. One loop. Breathe in. Breathe out. This hand's going to float across. Like that big old tree. Come to the center. Sink. Float up. Get your feet underneath you. Melt. Open your fingers really wide and stretch your arms long. Stretch your whole spine. Give yourself a yogi double chin. And then let it go. We're going to turn around and look. Well, stretch your wings, stretch your spine, and then turn and look. The wise owl looks back at the moose. Come back to the center. The wise owl knows not to disturb the moose. Look this way. Lengthen, strengthen. Tall through the waist, tall through the neck. Look with your eyes around the corner. Relax. Back to the center. This way. Lift up your belly. Strengthen your legs. Turn, 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 turn. Keep your wings nice and long. Come to the center as a release of a. One more time. The wise owl. Turn, turn, turn. Looks, looks, looks. And then back to the center. Breathe in. Scoop in. And a little exhale. Open the door. Up. And sink. Float up and drift open. We're going to spread our wings. So sink to one side. Sink to the other side. Tap that toe and just open your wings. This hand's going to scoop under. So you step in, you shift feet. You tap the other toe. And you, yes. So we've decided this is a Canadian goose. Flying south. Open your wings. Take a big breath. Take a bow. Stretch your toes forward. Keep your spine long as you do your ballerina bow. Breathe in, lift. Switch sides. Gather up your wings. Get ready to fly south. Take a breath. And reach yourself forward while you pull your tail feathers back. Kneelet the sea bottom. Breathe in, float up. Switch sides. A little sigh right there. Take a breath. Take a bow. Stretch. Grab a scoop of chi with you. Bring it on up. Take all that energy. Push it into this leg. And this leg will float up. The rooster stands on one leg. Switch sides. Gather. Maybe a little Breathe in. There's your bow. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Feel long and strong. Grab some extra chi. Lift. Make this leg really strong. The rooster stands on one leg. Who cares why the chicken crossed the road? Why did the rooster stand on one leg? Land. Take a breath. Take a bow. Stretch. Yeah. Breathe in. Come on up. A rooster. Press. Float. And then, because we're going to do an eagle. Float up. So you can have toes here or you can wrap. One elbow goes under. Maybe backs of hands. If it's too hard, you can do this. Maybe your palms can meet. Roll shoulders down, lift your belly, press your elbows away, lift a little bit, and then this is your beak. Dive it forward. So round your upper back and curl, 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 curl. Remember rule number 2, no pain. And then unwind your arms, open to the side. And a karate kick. Lower down. Switch sides. You know, the kicks are optional. Everything's optional except breathing. And no pain. Take your bow. Stretch. Scoop up and lift. Breathe in. A rooster. Relax those shoulders that are already thinking about an eagle. Melt down. Knee floats up. Crosses over. So toes, that's still a balancing, right? The other arm that you did from before goes under. Lift up your belly, roll your shoulders down. Keep your shoulders down as you press your elbows away and lift a little. And then start to round, diving forward. Round out your belly, round out your upper back. You're balancing like a pro. How does a pro balance? Over and over. Unwind your arms. How does a pro balance? Again and again. Kick. Woo. Back of the big tree. Sink. Oh, shoot. I forgot to do something. Float up. We're going to do it again. Shift. And open your wings. I almost forgot. Down we go. This comes down. Goes over the top. Makes a hook. And a hand and a knee. There's our windmill. This hand comes down. Gently. Lift up and over. Make a hook. Talk to the hand. Write it some poetry. Sink down. Ooh, I'm just making sure I did everything. Make your hook. The windmill, because it's hot. We got to have a little fan blowing. Make your hook. One more on each side. Scoop it down. Come up and over. Make your little hook. Your hook is relaxed, but you're not letting people near your hook. One more time. Because you're holding a little butterfly, you don't want anybody to hurt it. Sink down. A little lift up to the side. Scoop in. Sink. Shoulders soft. Buddha belly in the front. Lift up. Round your back. Scoop as much good as you can. It's like bushels of apples. It's apple season. Give it a little heart kiss. Shoulders drop. Over the top. Take a breath. Press into a tight little packet. Sink. Float up. Make a little diamond shape. Send your Care Bear stare out into the world. Stretch. This weekend is Canadian Thanksgiving. So send some Canadian thanks out into the world. Stretch, stretch, stretch. And then, yeah, breathe in, float up. Hug the big tree. Sink it down. At the bottom, cross your wrists. Come up through the center. Big circle, as long as your shoulders are good. Melt. It's like you're throwing all the leaves that you just raked up, throwing them all up into the air. And then the next one, just shoulder high. Hands float up, drift apart, a little sigh. One foot steps in. A little bow for my friends. It's October. Wow, that music was pretty quiet today. I think I didn't have it turned up high enough. How's everybody feeling?
Great.
Thank you.
I actually got it all
Very
in.
good. I thought you were missing the windmill.
I almost forgot the windmill, but my brain said, "Hey, Heather, you forgot something."
Yeah.
So it's all good.
I hope you have a great.
Oh, it's a Canada goose, not a Canadian goose. Thank you.
Mhm.
Yes, and poems about Canada geese would be great.
Mhm.
They're
California today.
what's that?
California today.
California today. Yes. I gotta bust out all my summer clothes.
35. Wow.
35 is gonna be warm.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. Hot.
Hot. Yeah.
35 Celsius is hot. And
Yeah. Probably 90.
yeah, probably in the 90s. So lots of, and I'm going to go to the Getty Museum too.
Oh, wow.
That's a
Yes.
beautiful
So there's lots of family functions, but we're trying to slide in some other stuff too while we're there. And really, come on. Every day you should do something. What?
place. Makes you
Fun.
happy.
That makes you happy. Right. Perfect segue. And number 2, there's going to be lots of family there. There's going to be
Yeah.
lots of hugs. Lots of
Hugging,
hugs.
Watch out. COVID.
Watch out. I know. Don't get sick. Number 3, if you get sick, stay home. Go.
Wear a mask when you go out.
I'm going to wear a mask on the airplane. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Yeah. And in the airport.
And the
Probably
airport.
from the airport.
There's just a big concentration of people for a long time in a small metal tube,
Yep.
right? So we
Sure.
just figure out how to go with the flow.
Yes.
And I will be here next week.
Yay.
The trip is just perfectly timed in between the two. So
Interesting.
take care of yourselves.
Yes.
Stay well, stay healthy.
Yes.
Have
And
lots of fun.
I will have lots of fun. And I will see you next week.
Yes.
Thank you. You're wonderful.
Mwah,
Thank
mwah,
you,
mwah.
Anne.
See you
Thank
guys later.
Diane, for the link. I missed the link before. But
That's
you
okay.
Send it to me.
It's
Help each
we're
other.
looking after you.
Yes, thank you. Lovely. Bye.
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 Thank you. I'll post up on Instagram, I'm sure, of the craziness in LA. Take care of yourselves, friends. I will see you next week.